51 of Chronicles of Tyria podcast, Guild Wars 2 podcast for fans by fans. I may be a little bit grainy right now, and that will hopefully change very shortly, but good guy Lag over here doesn't quit out of a dungeon he starts just because a podcast is starting to kick out all of his guildmates, because that's not cool. Nobody likes that guy. So, on this week's podcast, we'll obviously be talking about the most recent patch. A lot of good information came out of PAX Prime over the past weekend, so we'll be talking about all that. So welcome, Bromms and Naveen.
Hello! Oh my god, my short key spawned Windows Media Player for some reason. Okay.
And I'm Pixely to represent the Super Adventure Box.
Ah, makes sense.
Is that what you looked like back in the 1980s?
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Actually, depends on when, because I might not have been born. You guys are old.
Oh, you're so young! No, good.
There was 1 year of the 80s that I wasn't born. Just one.
I can't get my Twitch to load. There we go. I was going to say, I couldn't get my Twitch to load. Also, I love our new background. I just saw it for the first time. Awesome.
SAB.
Look at you. You just...
Oh, I'm sneaky like that.
We're thematically appropriate.
That's perfect.
It's beautiful.
For now.
So let's start off. I guess we'll just get participation stuff out of the way real quick. Congratulations, Alacardolina, for most participation in the guild for the month of August.
Woo!
So
Nicely done.
Nicely done. How you say that, Bromms? Nicely done.
Yeah, something like that. I had pizza for dinner, so I gotta sound Italian.
Nice.
So if you could throw the camera to me real quick, we'll figure out who won the, what's it called? Yeah, that's the right one.
Oh my gosh.
Figure out if I can get
Everything is pixely.
Oh, God.
It's really like SAB right now, eh?
I can almost read a word, to be fair.
God, it's so bad.
Is that
Sorry, guys.
Amy What's... Oh,
Aaron.
Aaron's in the first place. Oh, okay.
Let's try to get you guys in here. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my goodness, now it just looks like New Crichton.
Memory burn. If you're listening, finish the final boss so that
Slide it
I
to the
can-
right a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit.
working on it.
Slide to the right.
Oh, that's what she's...
What? You got attacked by a hawk.
Oh, letters! Oh, there's an X. There's a...
That's gotta be Jaxos.
Jackson!
No, it could be Jack Sos. Another guy.
Congrats, Jex. You win the participation award for this month.
Congratulations.
Grats.
So, good job, Jex. Alright, next up we have Question of the Week. We got a lot, so I'm going to let Naveen read some of them, because one of them at least was written directly to her.
Was it?
It was. It says, "Hi, Naveen."
Wait, let me scroll. Oh, okay. Hi, Naveen. Hey there, partner. Every time I play Guild Wars 2, I find something to enjoy. From admiring waterfalls and flowers to the thrill of completing my personal storyline. I love the game and cannot believe a whole year has gone by. And that's kind of funny because Bromms just said that to me before we went live. However, one of my favorite moments was fighting the Karka in Lion's Arch. What? Are you crazy? And then going over to South Sun and helping build roads and bridges over there. Oh yeah, that was cool. I loved that event and really enjoyed the group activity, as I tend to play alone or with hubby most of the time, and I don't get to do dungeons much. Kind regards, Freya. Yes.
Alright, I will read the one that came from Christina, and I'll let Bromms read the last one. That way we all have one. How about that?
Okay.
Yay.
So, hi all, it's Christina. Alyssa Moranos plus 11 billion other alts.
She bought a lot of character slots.
I know, I just bought another one. I have a problem. That's 16 characters, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but she has
16.
11 billion
I know. She's got me
and
beat,
one.
but...
Oh, no, I'm not going to do the math on that. Go ahead.
Just answering the question of the week, I guess I'll do bad news first and do my least favorite moment in Guild Wars 2.
Okay.
Except that I don't really have a least favorite moment, so all good news, yay!
Woo!
My favorite moment in Guild Wars 2 was joining Chronicles of Tyria.
Aww. Bromms.
Prior to joining this amazing guild, I pretty much wandered Tyria on my own unless my husband decided to play, which was and still is pretty infrequent, and I had a little motivation to work on my characters and learn more about what this game had to offer. However, then I joined Chronicles of Tyria and everything changed. I wanted to learn more of the lore of the game, and I felt motivated to start leveling a character beyond level 20. In an effort to learn even more about the lore, I even purchased Guild Wars 1, since I had never played it previously.
Wow.
Joining COT has completely changed my Guild Wars 2 experience. I'm now completely in love with the game and have no desire to try any other MMO out there. I used to bounce around from MMO to MMO trying to find my home, and now I found it. You're stuck with me, Evil Cackle.
Who's Evil Cackle? You're
No,
stuck
that
with
was-
me, Evil Cackle.
No, Evil Cackle, as in like an evil witch
know.
cackle.
I know. I'm
It's
teasing
from
you.
It's from Christina. I already said that.
Very
I'm
Halloweeny.
Yes.
By the
All
way,
right.
I bought my Halloween costume for the show for Halloween today.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm throwing a Game of Thrones theme party in
Oh,
early.
well, it's not Game of Thrones Z.
But mine. As I said, I'm throwing a Halloween or a Game of Thrones Winter is Coming party in early October.
Mm.
So, because winter is coming.
Lol.
So I'll have a costume. I could just wear that.
That's cool.
But anyway, Bromms, you're up. You got that last one down the bottom there. That starts with Hello Cast. It's underneath Freya there.
Right. That's the one.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure you're clear.
Aha. Thank you, yes. Hello, cast. My best moment in the game must have been the first beta weekend. Not so much because it was so particularly good, though it was, but because I've been looking forward to Guild Wars 2 for 4 years and I could finally play it. I told my girlfriend I wanted just a few hours that weekend. She responded by clearing our calendar and providing me with food and drinks. By the time you read on this podcast, she won't be my girlfriend anymore. We're marrying this Friday. I just about had a heart
nice.
attack. I was like, whoa!
Yeah, I know.
Where did that go?
Ah, he's getting married on
Congratulations,
Friday?
by the way.
Friday
Yes.
here or Friday?
Probably.
That should be last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. My worst moment was the blog post describing Ascended gear. That post said that the Guild Wars 1 players would love Ascended as a throwback, which actually made it insulting.
Nope.
That was the worst communication possible.
Ooh.
So there you have it. Kind regards, Marnik, and I think his character name is Atropia Belladonna, whatever.
Belladonna.
Yes.
Bella.
I want to know where these people find all these amazing girlfriends that let them game, but that's probably a different topic for them. Anyway,
Well, that's easy.
congratulations.
Mine found me in Guild Wars. Ha ha ha. So,
Yeah. Guess what, guys? My team of awesome dungeon running COTers managed to beat that dungeon with me doing the podcast and not even paying attention. So, and funny enough, I tanked the boss while doing the podcast and not paying attention. So,
Awesome.
Guardians for the win.
Doesn't that just mean that you were useless in that group, like?
I tanked way far away to keep them all alive, you see. Garen Balefire has nothing on my Guardian. He just beat me up in the corner, and I managed to survive the whole time without playing, so
All right,
I'm cool with it.
Guardians OP.
that's cool.
That's the thing. So, alright, minimize that. Am I better? Am I still pixely? Still pixely.
You're better.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
A
Because I
little
wanted
bit.
to stay in game because we will be doing giveaways live on the show today. So I need to be able to log in to check what I'll be giving away. Because it's the Happy Birthday Guild Wars 1 week late, also Lag needs to clean out his bank giveaway.
You're
Some-
giving away all the secrets.
It's his garage sale. Except he's
This is
giving away
like-
stuff.
Yeah, it's Lag's very not lucrative garage sale where
It's
I give
his
away.
thrift shop giving away stuff.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm going to pop some tags.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you shouldn't be sorry.
Ah, earworm. No, 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 no.
I'm so sorry.
This is.
All right, so we actually got some mail unrelated to this question of the week, so I wanted to go over that. I'm going to do this first one. Bromms is going to take the next one because he was super excited.
I was. I
Um,
still am.
so this is from Mary Knight, a member of our guild who I haven't seen in forever. Used to see her on all the time. But she said, "Hey everybody, it's Mary Knight, in-game name Ilienda. I thought of an awesome new series of videos or something you could add on the podcast. Guild Wars photos or Guild Wars fail photos. That would be fun. At least that's what I think. Keep doing a great job. I have had many Guild Wars fails since this game came out. And if I took some screenshots, we could definitely have some stuff.
Yeah,
So
that sounds good. It sounds funny.
I think that'd actually be kind of funny. I would love to hear what you guys think. Well, how about you? Naveen says she's down. Browns, what about you?
I'm so down.
He is so down.
I'm so down. I'm on the ground.
Whoa. So,
You're very
Yeah.
down.
I
if
am
you
quite
guys
down.
would love a shout out on our show, be sure to send us your. We'll make up a whole new card and segment, and because Naveen and I have to talk, and we'll work on some design like cards for like scene transitions when we go for like question of the week and meme things. Well, Naveen will do all the work, and I'll tell her what to do. But that's probably what it'll be like because she's the artsy
Usually
one.
how it works.
She's the artsy one. I'm the idea guy.
Yeah,
She's
exactly. And then I'm like, what about this idea? He's like, you suck. Go back to Photoshop. Okay.
That's just the nature of our relationship. I'm just learning this right now live with you guys.
Yes. It's very informative.
Yep.
That's what I almost forgot. How much gold we're giving? We didn't pick a winner for question of the week. by the way.
Yeah.
Let's
You gotta
do
do
that
that.
while I get the spinner going. How about? So who do we want to give it to?
Can we just like pick a name out of a hat?
Sure.
Do you
Pick
have
a
a
name from the
hat?
I mean, I
You're usually the one who decides on who gets the gold.
do I
Hey,
have
look.
a hat?
Hey,
she
look at the
said.
hat.
Do I
It's
have
the
a hat?
mining hat.
Come
There
on,
you go.
man. Now let me just get some paper. Look at this paper, and we'll put the 3 names on it, and we'll put them in a hat.
Sounds cool.
How about that? Sorry, people on iTunes, people not in the guild, people who didn't submit. I feel bad because normally we're on top of this, but we didn't think this through because there was actually 3 really, really good answers. That's actually pretty difficult to choose between.
It is.
So here,
It is,
mixing
yes.
them up.
I would give
Naveen,
it to
do
Christina.
you
but-
want to pick it?
Okay, I have to go like this though. Whoop. I picked
It
it.
does kind of look like your hand is meshing into it. That's weird.
Oh my God! I just picked it out. Good job, Naveen.
You're welcome.
And I don't know if you can see that.
No, because your
That-
screen's still pixelated. It's a name. With
What is
That
this?
says Christina.
Yay,
okay.
Christina!
Congratulations.
Congrats, Christina.
I love the other answers, but Christina's very cool. And, you know, she's tight like that. She's my buddy, so
So if you could throw
like we're
the-
Facebook buddies. So I guess it's pretty
It's
serious.
official.
Yeah. Oh, there.
We'll s-
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm working with what I got here. So, all right, Christina, if you win 5 gold, you'd be the first. Will you be the first?
What you don't know is it's actually programmed never to go on 5 gold.
Ah, maybe it is.
Diabolical.
Is the one who programmed it, so I don't know if it ever lands on.
Sure. Like.
What if it goes like poof, 100 gold? Then you're like,
Yes.
Oh,
oh!
there you go.
Oh man, that was close.
Ah.
As soon as the machine gets called out on its hijinks, it decides to go to the 5. That's how it works.
All right, Christina, I'll be sending you a gold very shortly.
Scumbag wheel.
If for some reason I did give you, you did win question of the week, and I forgot to send you your in-game gold, please message me in-game because there are some instances where people have won, but they don't give me their in-game name, so I don't know how to send them the gold.
Yeah.
So if you're not in the guild and I don't know what your character name is, I don't have any way to send it to you. So please get me your in-game name. Okay.
It's Naveen.
Oh, it's Naveen. Oh, guys, it's Naveen. That's their in-game name.
You should send all the gold to Naveen. They all
I'm
have
totally
the same
making a
name.
character after this called It's Naveen.
Guys, you know what'll make me not pixelated? I'll South Sun Cove.
Oh my
There you
goodness.
go.
Then I won't be pixelated because there's not going to be any raw on my system because it's South Sun Cove.
Yep.
Although maybe Karka Queen is good now, maybe?
I've never done that event. Would you believe that?
I rallied the guild to do it just for me so that I could try to get my Settlers armor, and then I never managed to finish it.
Wow.
My full Settler set, and then I just retired my Ranger, kind of, sadly.
That event is like you're camping out in the woods, and there's no one around for miles, and all of a sudden you make s'mores, and you're like, oh, I'm about to eat this delicious s'more, and thousands of people come out of the woods all of a sudden, and they take all your s'mores, and then they leave, and then you're all there by yourself again.
That doesn't sound fun.
Boom, metaphor. That's
I
what
love
that
it.
was.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, Naveen,
Eh?
what is this week's episode brought to you by?
This week's COT podcast is brought to you by this meme. Chuck Norris can outrun an elementalist.
I love that one.
Good old Chuck Norris.
That was the I Can Outrun a Centaur dominated Chronicles of Tyria.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. In the
For
beta.
like, the betas.
Because everyone were playing humans, right? So.
And everybody was playing female elementalists, it seemed. Also, I know shout-outs are next, but, I mean, guys, they're back. I don't know if you guys can see this. These are Twinkies. Twinkies are back.
Twinkies
Are
are
they
back.
back? Or
They are back.
Are those all the ones that they didn't sell from this factory before?
This is, and I quote the Twinkies little stand, the sweetest comeback of all time.
Whatever.
And you know what? I haven't had a Twinkie in years.
Oh
It
no.
left,
You must
and
be
then I
in
was sad.
withdrawal.
So now I'm going to eat a Twinkie live on the show.
Awesome. Hey, while you're doing
It
that,
doesn't suck as bad as all the other Twinkies that I've had.
Okay. We're anxiously waiting for the verdict.
yeah.
What were you going to say, Bromms, while I eat the Twinkie?
I'm gonna read this other mailbag thing while you're
Yeah, you do that.
eating a Twinkie.
Okay.
Hello, I have a question regarding your video about Malamedes. Namely, where can I find him in the game world? I've been asking on forums, spamming the in-game chat, and looking on the web as well as in-game, but I have a hard time finding him. I'm on a quest to locate all the Firstborn. Your help would be much appreciated. Greetings from Regis. He, as well as the other Sylvari that are associated with the cycles, they are you have to be in that cycle as your starting character, and then you have to go to your home instance, and you will find them there. That's the only place they're in the game, unfortunately. So you have to make 4 different Sylvari if you want to meet each of the 4 different leaders there. But that's where they're.
They're not even in personal story?
They.
I don't believe so,
think
no.
Hmm.
No, I'm fairly certain
Yeah.
that you have to be of that cycle to be able to interact
Yeah.
with those Sylvari.
And they're all in the same place, if I remember correctly, in your home instance. But it depends on what cycle you are. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that dude chose a cycle that is not night, he's going to be very disappointed. He's going to have to redo a character.
Yes. Yeah, essentially. Or you can go into someone else that is a cycle of night into their home instance, and you can find them that way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to eat this other Twinkie because I have it here. But Twinkies have changed, people. People that have never had a Twinkie, you're not missing anything. with
I'm
these.
curious. I just want to know, on the package, how much carbs is there on 1 or 2 Twinkies?
I will
All
let
the
you know.
carbs. All the carbs ever are in that.
I just want to know because I'm curious as to...
49 carbs for 2 Twinkies.
Really?
Yep.
Holy mother! That's a
What
lot of
about
insulin
calories?
for me.
290 calories.
That's a lot.
My goodness. Do you know how much insulin I need for just 2 Twinkies? That's insane. It's a meal. It's a meal.
35 grams of sugar.
Lag! Spit that out!
This
I've
show
come
is
too far.
definitely not brought to you by Twinkies.
Oh my goodness! What?
I just want to point out, and I'm not even really that thrilled about this. I'm just eating it because
You
it's.
don't look thrilled at all, actually.
No!
You
I
look
was
slightly
waiting for like a,
disgusted.
oh, it's so good from the heaven kind of
I
face.
want to
but-
point out to you all, and I'm sorry, this is a Guild Wars podcast. I'm talking about Twinkies. The cake tastes like a sponge. Like, it tastes like fake sponge. Not sponge cake. Sponge.
Like sponge washing your
Like, it's
dishes
just like
sponge.
yeah, like it's just a spongy, fake tasting piece of crap with the fakest, most disgusting, fake tasting, sugary cream substance in the middle. This is not what a Twinkie was. Winston Zedmore did not want to know what it's about. Tell him about this Twinkie, okay? Ghostbusters were talking about the real 90s, 80s Twinkies that were actual cream and actual cake.
This is like some kind of weird public service announcement.
Don't eat the
Don't
Twinkies.
eat Twinkies.
They're fake. Instead of being the cake is a lie, the Twinkies are lies.
Yeah. The sponge cakey thing.
The Twinkies are lies. That's what Portal should have been about.
Citrus Robot in the chat room says, new COT t-shirt. It's not cake, it's sponge.
I'll make it. I'm awful at Photoshop. I'll make it.
You should.
You just said
Um,
that I'm the artsy one. Duh.
I'm not art. Well, you can make it then. If you want to try, if you want a better than a regular, like a real Twinkie,
Eat an
Tasty
apple.
Cake. Well, that would be the best. But Tasty Cake is another company that makes like a Hostess type product. Tasty Cake's Dreamies are their Twinkie ripoff. It's actual cake. The cream substance in the middle is still kind of gross and fake, but it's like 50 times better than this piece of crap Twinkie.
Yeah, apples don't have cream fillings. Unless
That's
they do in
Hostess's
Canada,
thing.
maybe.
Where's the cream filling?
It's an apple with maple syrup in the middle.
Yuck.
Okay. So anyway, we're gonna move on because that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what this is brought to you by? Leinenkugel Sunset Wheat, my absolute favorite beer, which will help me wash away the disappointment.
Oh, Lag,
Okay.
I thought about you today because there was a Starbucks commercial on the radio and they were talking about the pumpkin spice latte or whatever.
Hmm.
Now I'm curious and I want to go get one, but I need to know how much carbs there are in one so I can
Oh, have
so
you
I
ever had
cannot
any
die.
Starbucks? Because it's like a delicious breakfast milkshake. Like it's basically, it's not coffee. It's a milkshake with some coffee flavoring. It's delicious, but it's the worst thing in the world for you.
Oh, dang it! Why? Oh well, I'll make
I
a
mean,
pumpkin
maybe you
pie.
can get like one of the tiny little ones,
yeah.
and then have some and then give it to Aaron. But it's delicious.
Aaron's up north. He's not home anymore.
Well, Aaron, you're a jerk. You ruined Naveen's latte.
That's okay.
Fix latte, Aaron.
Oh,
Ah, you went there.
that's okay. He bought me a Keurig coffee machine, so
Well, Keurigs are the best.
yeah. Hello, my husband. Not
Hold
just
on.
because he buys me coffee
You want
machines.
carbs? 49 carbs in a pumpkin spice.
But... just as much.
So you could have 2 Twinkies or a pumpkin spice latte.
Or you could have both and die.
Oh my God! Why? They're trying to kill people.
Well, just you, Naveen. I mean, I'm okay with it.
No, you're not, Lag. You're. But this is not a health show, okay? This is CoTPodcast. We're talking about Guild Wars. I'm gonna cry. I don't want you to die.
I'm alright. I'm a grown man. So anyway, shout-outs. Naveen, you had some
Yeah,
shout-outs.
shout-outs are good.
Not to Starbucks. Yeah, I had a few shout-outs actually to this week. Where are they? I'm lagging. It's all the sugar, carbs, and whatnot.
Oh,
Firefox,
Christina said
respond.
she's going to send you a recipe for homemade pumpkin spice lattes that don't use a lot of sugar.
Yes, thank you, Christina. By the way, she's amazing. I love that girl. Did I mention I love that girl? 'Cause I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, shout-outs to Kugo the Mighty from Teary Eyes to Dark. Because he started doing Tyria After Dark again, yay! And the beginning show was last Saturday, and he's doing it pre-recorded, and the way they're doing it is really cool because we just hang out in the Captain's Council, and it's an in-game podcast. It's pretty cool. And they were missing someone, so I said, Fornax, are you busy? Which at first it was supposed to be Bromms, but then Bromms didn't respond. So I was like, Fornax, are you busy? And then Fornax showed up. And then we did the first show with them. Yay! So it was pretty exciting. Which kind of segues into my second shout out because we were doing the podcast on Mumble. So there was other guild people, not in the same room, of course. But one of them whispered Kugo saying, is this Naveen from Chronicles of Tyria in your room? And he's like, maybe. He's like, oh my god, I've got the biggest nerd crush on her. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, that's cool. And then when we went in the Captain's Council, he showed up. So he's like, oh my god, I got the biggest nerd crush on you. And I'm like, oh my, thank you. It's nice to meet you. And then he's like, oh, and this is my wife, Anaria. And I'm like, awkward. You just said you had a nerd crush on me and you're introducing me to your wife. But that's still cool. Whatever. So this guy's name is Maris Thorn. Well, in-game name anyway, so hello. It was awkward, but you're still awesome.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
yeah. So if you go to YouTube/Kugo the Mighty, you'll be able to see that episode and all the gaming stuff that he does on his YouTube channel. Okay. Second shout out goes to Memory Burn. It was a guildie in our guild, and he posted on Reddit. What were you gonna say?
I was going to be like, he's a guildie that's not in our guild. But
Ascalonian settlement is a settlement for Ascalonians.
I know. Love
Thank you,
Casey.
Captain Offish. Yeah, Memory Memory Burn.
Memory Bjorn? Is he an Orn? Rhymes. Well, this is...
Okay.
Sit back, folks. It's going to be a long ride.
It's going to be one of those shows. He posted on Reddit, I made a video of my in-game character, Naveen, basically me, who's just playing with minis and making them talk, basically. And he posted it on Reddit, and I was really happy because the majority of people were just really happy about that video. And it got really popular real quick. So I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. It made #1 post on Reddit. So thanks a lot, Memory Burn, for that. That was awesome. And I'd also like to thank him, Alacarlina, Tully, Jal, Jexos, and a lurking Bromms for their appearance in this video. So I had a fun time doing that. Perhaps I'm going to make more of these, but I need good inspiration. That's about it. So those are my shout-outs.
All right. Bromms, did you have any shout-outs?
I don't, actually. I've been spending all of my time in Super Adventure Box away from people, so I haven't been very social. I'm sorry.
Plus you started school, right?
Yeah, there's that too. But mostly Super Adventure Box.
I was trying to help you.
Thanks. Thanks.
I want to give a shout out to Bromms because he got a new headset and his voice is super crisp and clear.
I did. It looks like I'm flying a plane with this thing on, but yeah. This is the captain speaking. I don't know what captain say. Yeah, there was a joke in there, but it got lost. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't really have any shout-outs. I don't really have any shout-outs either. I had a couple, and then I realized that they were more in-guild only shout-outs, so then it would be weird if I was like, hey, go check... Oh, you can't check that out. I'm sorry. Bad.
Nice.
But anyway, so pretend I didn't say that, and we're going to move on.
Cool.
Alright, so what's next? Okay, Naveen, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. There's...
Actually, let me jump in first for a second.
Okay.
I just wanted to. I know we haven't talked about it in a long time that we do have a merchandise site, cafepress.com/COT trading post, where you can buy Chronicles of Tyria merchandise like the mugs that we usually have on the show, or our T-shirts, cell phone cases, things for your pets, things for your babies, bags, lunch boxes, clocks, footy onesie pajamas. I've added a bunch. I constantly add new merchandise as new things become available. I just recently added a seasonal section, so you can go get COT Christmas stockings or Christmas ornaments.
I saw that today because I was like, I wonder what I can get. Like, I wanted to get a new mug because I only have one, and it's always in a dishwasher. Anyways, so, and frankly, though, look at the color. It's still really nice, and it was in a dishwasher many times. And I want to get that set of 4 mugs. Anyways, but then I noticed the holiday stuff, and I'm like, what, stockings? Tree ornaments? What?
Yep.
That's
I
pretty
added
cool.
tree ornaments. I added blankets. We have our full-size adult onesie footy pajamas. I added a Snuggie today.
Christina says
COT.
shirts that you can wear to Dragon Con. Because she did that.
She did. I saw it.
That's pretty cool.
I added a shower curtain, which is probably
No!
unrealistic. I did. I added a COT shower curtain, COT blanket, COT Snuggie, arm with sleeves.
I don't know if I want to be that close to the guild with a shower curtain.
Hey, man.
Like, I
don't
like
judge.
you guys, but that's a little too intimate for me.
Awkward shower time.
I added some new cell phone cases for those of you that have Galaxy S4s. There's now S4 cases. There's more rugged, shock-proof iPhone cases in there as well.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
I think I added a couple new. There's some new stainless steel traveling mugs. I added wine stoppers. I guess wine charms are like a thing. That's like a big thing. I've realized now. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
Where you have like the little thing that clips around the bottom of your wine glass. It's like a little charm. So there's COT wine charms. How about that? How about a pair of men's shoes? How crazy is that? But I have them. They're there. You can get shoes. If you're a dude, you want some slip-on loafers with the COT logo on them, I got you covered.
Oh man, if they were like the kind that light up when you walk on them, that's so cool.
I would get some for my son for sure.
I don't think they go down that size. They only go down to size 7. There you go. COT men's shoes. If you guys have other ideas for other designs to put on merchandise, for instance, the shoes I just posted in the chat, you can put a different symbol on the left and right shoe if you want. I don't know what you would put on 2 separate shoes, but I could do it if you guys could come up with something I should put on.
Listen, no one's gonna want shoes, let's be honest.
I got really excited because there's a thing here that says maternity tank, and I'm like, they have a tank, but no, it was a tank top.
I did. That's actually something else I added too. I added the second. Are you okay, Naveen?
Wow.
I broke my water! Let's open the tank! Come here! Don't push yet, we're not there!
Out of the way, it's the maternity tank! Okay.
Oh my god, it's hot in here. Woo! Sorry. Whew. Let's be professional.
Well, on that topic, I did add a section for maternity clothes, and I added in some maternity clothes in there as well. For those of you expecting little COTers, there's a section for you in there. Added in some lunch boxes, in case you guys want to carry your Om berry bars, keep them nice and fresh.
Berry bars. What?
Well, I added in a lunch box, a COT lunch box.
Oh.
So if you want to, put your there's a joke.
It's not as fun as the maternity tank.
To be fair, yeah, I can't top the maternity tank. Yes, there is seasonal stuff added. Just so you guys know, it doesn't cost us anything to list stuff there. So that's why I put on a pair of men's shoes, because why not? If some person wants a pair of COT loafers, buddy, I got you covered. Ladies,
never know.
sorry, they don't have women's shoes, but they have men's shoes.
Oh, how
That is
sexist.
that is kind of weird.
Jexels in the chat room said, name a character like that. Just for LOLs. Maternity.
Wow.
Oh, ooh, stomach hurt. Whew, okay.
Christina, I would love to get you a pair of COT heels, but I can't, unfortunately, at this juncture. You may also notice a section on there for drawing with Joel. We will be updating that section with some of the pictures that Joel drew of all the different characters as well. We'll be updating those and putting them on, maybe a couple of coffee mugs and T-shirt options. Not a ton of stuff, but in case you guys want to represent drawing with Joel, and as if more stuff comes out, we're gonna be, cool drawings and things like that. We'll put those out as well.
I would definitely buy at least a mug. The drawing with Joel, her combination of the characters she made.
That would be awesome, actually. Yeah.
Oh my god, we need to make it
we're
maternity
working
tag.
on adding in a drawing with Joel tag to the image so that it's not just a picture of 5 characters.
Is Joel in the chat room? No. Ah, dang.
She's at school. I already talked to her about it. That's happening.
I'm gonna text her. Go. Can you draw a maternity tag and put it on a shirt? Booyah! Best shirt
Jeff
ever.
chat asks if there can be prints. I'll see. I'm not sure if we can do prints of her stuff. If not, we might be able to add them in. We might be able to do something outside of our cafepress store to do prints. We could also do a Chronicles of Tyria calendar. Don't anybody jump on that all at once, but that's a thing we could do. I don't know what we would put on 12 months of the year, but I thought that would be kind of funny. Especially with the 1 year of Chronicles of Tyria, the 1 year of the podcast, 1 year of the game just passing. We'll see. But just all I got to say is keep an eye out. I'm constantly going in and adding more stuff.
A lag in a swimsuit. Zombie Black Wolf in the chat room.
Zombie, you don't even know. I didn't say it was a COT swimsuit calendar, but now give me the idea. We're gonna have a Men of COT swimsuit calendar.
Oh
God.
my goodness.
We're trying to sell these things, right? Not like.
Oh, it's calendar girls. That might be better.
No.
Naveen says no.
Nope.
But no, I was thinking more along the lines of maybe drawings, like some of the stuff from Drawing with Joel, or funny stuff that we've talked about turned into pictures. We'll see.
Anyways.
Eternity tank picture on one. You never know. You shall see where it goes. So anyway, Naveen, you had some news and stuff you wanted to talk about. I wonder if that's why drawing with Joel there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she finished her Drawing with Joel series on YouTube, but she's looking for more suggestions for her drawings. So if you have something to suggest to her, just email her at jolenar@chroniclesotear.com. That's JOLENAR @chroniclesotear.com. The coolest thing ever, and I think, I'm gonna link both links. Control-C. Hope it works. My Firefox is giving me troubles. Eduardo. Remember Eduardo? From Halo.
Yeah.
He sent me a link and on Twitter he teaches us how to make our own paper B-Dogs. So they're all like little characters from the Super Adventure Box. And I wanted to make one, but I did not have enough time. But that looks really, really cool. So I linked in the chat room the Reddit thread he posted on, but I'm also going to post the DeviantArt webpage, his account, because there are more than just the B-Dog. There is a monkey and a spider, I think. because my Firefox crashed, so I can't even copy paste. I'm sorry.
These are super cool.
Yeah, they're really awesome. And I'm gonna try for next show to have them up and done so that they're just gonna be in the background. And then,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bromms, did you have any news or stuff that you wanted to talk about?
Negative.
Cool.
Forum candy, Naveen. Looks like we got some.
We do?
You put it in there, I think.
Yeah, probably, but my browser died.
All right.
Girl.
Yeah. You can take it, Bromms. Go for it.
There. It's in the... Oh, well.
Probably doesn't do anything if a browser doesn't work.
No. And the link's not working either.
Nice.
Yahoo!
Oh, you have to copy paste.
Oh.
What was it again?
It's,
Zaitan in a new patch.
You guys! Oh, I can't believe my web browser's not working. God dang. Basically, what happens if you can copy paste that link in the chat room? People are gonna have to copy paste it in their browser because it doesn't work properly. Oh, or that way. Yeah, that's cool. If you scroll down, it's in the forums, Guild Wars 2, and we were talking about that on Tyria After Dark. That's why I was like, what? There was this image of Zaitan dead, but his corpse is on the ground, and you can actually see a map, so the world map, with his skeleton on it, and it looks like his skull has his, his mouth is open, so you can actually go inside the dragon. That's what it looks like. So that's really cool speculations on what this is going to be. Is it going to become a sort of dungeon, or just a new explorable area, or just somewhere where you can get a skill point? But it really, really looks super interesting. So I'm really excited about that coming back out. Because the person on the forum said that he took that picture during beta, so I'm not even sure if it's something that they do want to bring in, but if they made it, probably because they want it. So yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. No random acts of kindness. If you guys have any random acts of kindness that you witness in Guild Wars 2, someone going out of their way to just be nice to somebody, doing something that, just out of the goodness of their heart, we want to showcase the positives of the Guild Wars 2 community, because as we all know, there are a fair amount of trolls and things like that. So please, never mind, I have one.
Oh.
This one comes from our very own Willow Chanson, who would like to submit her random act of kindness to our own Jalinar,
Aww.
who, as a birthday present, early birthday present, gave her a precursor. Because he
It's awesome.
got it out of the Mystic Forge, actually. Got
What?
the Leaf of Kudzu out of the Mystic Forge.
Wow.
And he knows that Willow was trying to get Kudzu, so he gave it to her, and that allowed her to get her legendary.
Dang.
Pretty awesome.
Jal,
Jal
one of
now.
our members, out of the goodness of his heart, where he could probably have made a good 400 to 600 gold off selling that precursor,
Mm-hmm.
turned around and gave it to somebody for free as a happy early birthday present.
Wow.
That's the kind of fans we want to have in Chronicles of Tyria, and the kind of people that make Guild Wars as a whole a better place.
Good guy, Jal.
Good guy, Jal. So if you guys have random acts of kindness that you would like to have us present to the community out there, please submit them to us, hosts at chroniclesoteria.com. Send them to us on YouTube, on Facebook, any of the ways you can get a hold of us. So, that is that. I think it's a little sad in the long run, but for right now, we do have a little bit of some mining to do. It's sad because it sounds like we're going to be missing out on more of this in the future. And this is kind of was the fear that guy I was telling you about, that shaman. It was kind of his fear that this would happen. So he said no more data mining like we're used to. With the previous update, I already feared that ArenaNet would start cracking down on data mining, and now I'm almost certain these fears are well-founded. The major update contains even less information than the previous minor one. Heck, there isn't even a single drop of information about Tequatl Rising in it. In the past, I've raised concerns about posting too much info online, and in a way I feel I have myself to blame for this. I don't know what the future brings, and I really hope I'm wrong this time. But I guess this is it for now, and I will go back to making my maps, scripts, and drawings. Thank you all for your support over the past few months. Super Adventure Box. Play colorful Super Adventure Box tunes in-game on this permanent Super Adventure Box music box. All tunes are pre-recorded, no musical skill required. Plush Moto backpack cover. The backpack cover comes with a simple back strap for ease of wearing. If you don't have another back slot item, double-click to unpack. Bank space. Even more space. Expand your bank up to 15 tabs. Add extra bank tab to your account. Each account can be purchased up to 14 additional tabs in total, including any previously purchased in-game. Double-click to add a bank account to your account. Each account can have up to 15 accounts total. And then miscellaneous, he has one line, hide rarity, show rarity. I don't know what that would be for, but that's something there.
Oh my
I'd just like to point out that the bank space has been mentioned previously. This was something that came up from data mining a while ago, and unfortunately, it still hasn't happened. But the fact that it came back again makes me hopeful that it will come back. It will be actually a realization in the game for real this time. The other thing I want to point your attention to is the same guy took the time, and I'm sure most of you have seen this, but he took the time to mine every single chat code for every single Ascended weapon in the game.
Wow.
So I'll post a link in the description. I'll post it here in the chat. Is a link to as we all know, the Ascended weapons for all of the different stat types. Each one of them is a different color.
Holy cow.
So he took the
lot.
time to mine them all.
Wow.
And yes, Jax, I am sad because we have barely any data mining, and this is probably my favorite segment, and I know it's a lot of other people's favorite segment, and it's just kind of fallen to the wayside because greedy people posted too much information about data mine stuff on the forums and on Reddit as soon as it came out. And to keep things a secret, rightfully so on ArenaNet's part, I think, they're kind of cracking down on it, and I don't blame them. It makes me sad.
Hmm.
Also, the Celestial weapons look amazing. Just want to point that out. I don't know if you've seen, but the Celestial Ascended weapons look like iridescent rainbow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hopefully they can find a nice balance between putting too much information out there to be data mined and nothing. Because people do generally get excited when they hear about things that are coming up, even if it's pretty far down the road. I don't think it's always a bad thing to give people to data mine. They just have to do it properly. But yeah, it would suck if they cut it off entirely.
Well, it just makes me sad because in Guild Wars 1, we got, by mining the .dat file, there was so much information, like lore information, that never came to pass. With like Arachne and the original, some of the original gods and stuff like that. All that came out of the .dat file. So we would never know any of that. And again, it's not technically canon. But, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty cool. I'd hate to see it go, just due to greediness of other players. But you know what? It is what it is. An arena that's got to protect their IP, so they do what they got to do. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about the patch, since it just came out on Tuesday. First impressions from you guys. What do you think?
I'll let Bromms talk for now.
I love Super Adventure Box. I still love Super Adventure Box. The new world is a lot different than the first one, which is good in a lot of ways. Tribulation mode is crazy hard, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing stuff like that, so it's good for me. I really haven't gotten too into the crafting or anything like that, so I can't speak too much about it. Like I said, I've basically been in Super Adventure Box ever since the patch dropped when I've been online. So that's been my life for the past 2 days. But yeah, I like it a lot. It's nice to get a break from kind of all the living story stuff that's been going on, because it's been kind of coming at us really fast over the last couple of months, and it's kind of hard to digest it all. So it's nice to just have a break, go back into the Super Adventure box, and yeah, just have fun. So I've enjoyed it quite a bit.
Mm.
Naveen, what about you?
Well, it was my first time-ish, because last time that Super Adventure Box was there, I only got to play like 5 minutes just to get a feel of what it looked like, and then I had to go, so I didn't get to play or get any of the achievements. This time around, though, I got a few hours to play with my husband and, you know, some of the guildies, including Lag. What we did that was cool was, like, if you go in Super Adventure Box, where there, you know, you see everyone, you don't go in the world yet. If you want to know how to get on the clouds up there, it's because you have to drop down somewhere and find a cave. Because a lot of people were just standing there around the fountain going like, I see people jumping out of the fountain and that shifts them up where in the sky. And that's actually what I did. I even tried to double click on the bobble to say maybe if I drop a coin in the fountain, because there are coins in the fountain, you know, maybe that's how it works. Dumb Naveen is dumb. But then a guy's like, guys, even if you try to jump, it won't do anything, so just follow me. And then he dropped down, and there we go. We went in the cave, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, there's a cave with a mini jumping puzzle. So that was cool. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the feel of, you know, going back into 8-bit gaming, even though it's all like 3D, it's really weird. My favorite moment was in World 2 with the assassins. Like, this killed me. Like, it's like, oh, yeah! I was like, oh my god, they're 8-bit assassin. They're really, really awesome. It is a little bit difficult, but I've never been with a whole team. I've only been either alone or with one other person. So I don't know how difficult Tribulation mode is because I'm still in infantile mode. I did get the infinite continuity coin, whatever it's called, just because I suck so much and I kept dying, so I said, gonna buy it. So, aside from that, there's the Magic Find thing that changed. Didn't do squat for me because I never use Magic Find unless it's food or, not the food one, the other one.
Nourishment?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, basically, like, nothing. I don't own the legendaries, so it didn't do anything to me either. I just, I spent my time in SAB, which I really enjoy. And it's not that difficult in infantile mode. But I'm pretty sure I won't get to Tribulation mode, so...
Yeah, you know, it's kind of happened to me with the first Super Adventure Box. I just didn't really care that much. I did what I got the achievements to get the achievements. And that was before there was an achievement update. You know, now I kind of want them because there is achievements. But yeah, I don't know. I go in and I'll play to get the achievements and do whatever I got to do for that, but the skins, I'm not really too crazy about the skins. I got my skins the first time around. I don't really like the greens or the yellow ones that much, so I'm not really interested in Tribulation mode, other than maybe the achievements associated with Tribulation mode.
Yeah.
So this one kind of doesn't do it for me, which kind of works out for me. I'm going for, you know, Ascended crafting, and I do love crafting. So that's kind of where my focus has been, about doing dungeons and World v. World and things to get the various crafting materials that you need, which I will admit, it has reinvigorated me to do dungeons, to do the Karma, the Ore Temples, and to do World versus World, because some of the stuff, everybody knows you get the Bloodstone Dust from Champion loot boxes, which everybody knows are fairly easy to get, especially if you happen to get into one of the Scarlet Invasion events. There's actually one happening in Gandarian Fields right now. If you want to go do that.
What I did is get those, during these Skyris events before the patch. I kept all of my chests and all of my things, so I had like plus 100 whatever to open, so I got like stacks of those new dust things.
And, you can always go Frostgorge or Queensdale is probably my favorite over Frostgorge, just because the circuit goes a lot faster, I feel. You have the Boar, the Wasp, the Troll, the Champion Bandit, the Champion Spider, and that just circuit goes pretty quick.
Right.
But either way, so those are easy to get. There's the Imperial fragments, and then there's the Dragonite ore. The Imperial fragments, you can get those from doing jumping puzzles. Well, probably your best way to get them is each unique dungeon path you do in a day gives you 20.
Oh, wow.
And to craft an ascended item, you need 500 total.
Woo.
So it pushes you to go back in dungeons, even if that is only doing COF Path 1 and, Hot Dubs Path 1 or whatever to get your tokens that way. The other thing... What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, like, why do people call it hot double hubs, whatever?
Hot Dubs, because it's HOTW.
You kids.
Healing of the Winds, Hot Dubs. But anyway, you can get those from doing certain things in World vs. World, like capturing anything in World vs. World except for the sentry flags, like doing the like capturing a camp or capturing a tower or a keep or stone mist will grant you stuff, but you have to make sure you score a hit on whatever like the leader of that is, if that's the keep lord or the person at the camp. But that can be difficult. If you're in a massive Zerg, you might not get there in time. You'll still get the world XP from capturing the zone, but you actually have to score hits on the specific boss. But the ore temples in ore, if you clear one of those out, it gives you 30 of the Dragonite ore, and you need 500 of those. So you've got 5 temples to go clear. So that's no, it's not so bad. And the champions give you the bloodstone dust, so you get and you still get the rare rewards from doing the temples and all of the world events that grant you one of the daily chests. All of those will give you the Dragonite ore as well for doing those. So between jumping puzzles, World versus World, and the different world events, you can get them. But it's forcing me to go back because I haven't gone and done a temple in ore since I needed
karma armor.
Karma armor, or maybe if I needed obsidian shards or trinkets, yeah. So I haven't gone back to ore and since the last time I went in a raw, and you don't have to do the temples for that. So it's definitely pushing people, and that's, I'm sure, part was ArenaNet's plan to push people back into areas of the game that are kind of dead.
Right. For
people, especially people that want to do that content that don't have the people.
How is the new crafting system up to 500?
It's slow going. I'm at 450 right now.
Oh, okay.
And what I did was I crafted some insignias at 400, the exotic insignias. I crafted mostly the sigils that you can get because I happen to have a ton of crystal lodestones. So I crafted a bunch of insignias, or sigils rather. I crafted the sharpening stones because that got me up some. And then mostly after I finished that and hit 425, I think, or 450, yeah, 425, I started crafting the actual ascended materials, like the tier 7 materials, which the ones that use those things I mentioned, the Bloodstone, Dragonite, and Imperial, or those ones, those are not time gated. You can craft as many of those as you want. Those, however, are account bound. You can craft the Imperial, the Spiritwood planks and the Deldrimor steel ingots once every 24 hours. Those you can buy off the trading post. They're fairly expensive, but you can buy them off the trading post. So it'll take roughly about 6 days or so if you have everything. It could be very pricey because you will not be able to craft like the hilt or the haft or the blade or whatever you want to craft. You can't craft that or the inscriptions till you hit 500.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, I still have a decent amount of stuff to do just to be able to get myself to, to all the materials that I need, but I don't think it's going to be enough to push me to 500. So I feel like I'm going to be spending a really large amount of money just discovering exotic weapons, like crafting the insignias, then discovering weapons just to get crafting experience, and I really don't want to do that. I mean, I can turn around and sell them, but it could be pricey. But I think the overall outcome will be good because a two-handed weapon has better stats. It has the slot for whatever rune you want to put in it, or sigil rather, and a two-handed weapon has 2 infusion slots.
Oh, wow.
So that's nice. So you could have 10. You could theoretically have 10 agony resistance in your two-handed weapon alone, or you could do like 1 agony resistance, one of the World v World ones that gives you like the damage to guards and stuff like that. The weapons are both offensive infusions, so.
Okay, that's cool. Like I'm not too keen on the time gating stuff, but I do kind of like that. Not people aren't all running around with ascended weapons already. I like it when the new stuff is kind of slower to roll out in some cases. So.
I mean, if you have 500 crafting and you have 30 gold you want to blow, you could have an ascended weapon now by buying the crafting materials. At least, at least the time gated materials anyway.
Yeah.
Because it has the market has exploded. Ancient wood, which is pretty much no one would ever use for most. I mean, you use it for some things, but was barely ever used. Went from like 5 silver a piece yesterday to like 30
Wow.
a piece today, because you need it for crafting spirit wood planks.
Right.
You need 50 for each one, so it gets expensive.
Huh.
What do you guys think about the magic find? Naveen, you kind of already talked about that, but Bromms, what do you think?
I'm pretty indifferent on it. I mean, the only magic find I did have a magic find set for a while when I was farming stuff before. I had since basically put it in my bank and kind of didn't really do much with it. I had some magic find because I run an all celestial set, and it's gone from that. But I mean, I wasn't using it for magic find, so I'm not upset about that at all. It's something else I think that's kind of cool, where it's going to take people a while to get a significant amount of it again, which is good. Yeah, we'll see. The system's kind of cool that you can kind of up your magic find over time. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how much you can up it and how difficult it is, but it's magic find. I mean, it didn't really do much for you unless you had over 200. At least that was my experience with it. So right now, I kind of feel like it's the same as it was when when it wasn't this system. It just looks different.
Yeah, they're saying the max you can up it to using essences of luck is 300%.
Wow.
And that's 4.2 million luck, I think, to get yourself.
That's a lot.
I still have my doubts on how it works because I don't know. Sometimes I boost up my magic find like really bad and I don't get any very good loot. Or it's when I don't have any magic find on that I have good loot, and I get dies left and right. So I'm like, really? Magic find? How does that work?
The only time I really noticed the difference with it was during the last South Sun event. I was farming sharks, like constantly farming sharks. And I had a magic find set on there, so I was, with the buff that you got in that zone, I was running like 200 or 300 magic find. And I was finding blues and greens like crazy. I mean, just tons of T6 materials. So there was definitely a noticeable difference, but that was at 300, so it wasn't possible to get that high without the zone-wide buff. Yeah, so it's just not going to make much of a difference for people, I don't think, until way later when they start getting into 200 and 300s. But.
Right now, if you were to have 300% magic find on your account, plus all the different boosters and things, you would be able to have 565% magic find.
Wow, that is a lot.
That would be the maximum amount you could possibly have.
I think that's higher than you could get it before. So
Yeah, absolutely. So in case you guys were wondering, because not a lot of people, and like you said, Naveen, Magic Find is kind of weird how it works. I just wanted to give everybody, in case you don't know, the official kind of breakdown from ANET about how Magic Find works. So every time you kill a monster, you roll on a number of tables. Inside these tables are different rarity categories. Magic Find increases the chances you will get higher categories. For example, if there is a 1 in 10 category and you have 200% Magic Find, you will now have 3 in 10 chances to get that category. This improves not just the rarity of items you get, but also improve your chances at getting trophies and rare materials like lodestones. So with that example, if you had 500% magic time, half of the time you would be getting the higher end thing.
Mm.
So that's how that works, in case anybody was wondering.
You know, it's actually kind of cool, I think, that way, because it means that the more you play the game, the longer you play the game, the better chance you have of finding significant things. And I think it's kind of a reward for playing the game longer. At least that's probably what it's meant to be. Obviously, some people are just going to buy as much stuff as they can and salvage it for the luck things, but generally, I think that's what it's meant to be, and that's kind of cool. You get rewarded for playing the game longer. Or you could be rewarded, I should say.
And again, just to tee off your comment there, it doesn't matter what level the blues and greens are. They could be level 5 blues or level 80 blues. And you still have the same chance at getting the essences of luck out of them. It doesn't matter what salvage kit you use. It doesn't have to be a rare salvage kit. It could be a crude salvage kit. It could be your copper-fed salvage-o-matic. Same thing. Those will all salvage essences of luck, and it's pretty much random. You have a chance to get the blue essence of luck that gives you 10, or the legendary essence of luck, which gives you 500. It's really just random. So, if you're looking to increase your luck and you're playing on an alt, salvage those materials your alt gets, because any material, blue or green, you get will give you essences of luck.
That's cool.
So
I'm glad they did it for all level ranges, because a lot of the time with the content, lower level characters are kind of left out of it, even when they upscale. But yeah, that's good. It also means potentially that lower level characters can have a chance to make, or new players, I should say, have a chance to make more on the market by selling their greens and blues than they would, because before you couldn't really sell them at all. So
yeah. But that's also another thing too, is that because it's an account bonus, your alts will benefit from your mains upping your account-wide magic find, because every character on your account gets this bonus.
yeah,
So that's kind of nice. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you're starting with a new character, that character probably will have a better will be getting blues and greens all the time, running around doing heart quests, doing that kind of stuff, and then you'll be upping your magic find. So, what else did they add?
How'd you guys like that new mail we got when the patch arrived?
it was a very fitting end to that whole experience. It was pretty awesome. I actually laughed out loud for a while after I opened it up, because that was pretty good.
It's fun, but for those who don't know, it's because we got a mail from Scarlett, and she gave us a gift inside of it. But once you double-click on that gift, you kind of explode and die.
Yeah, it blows up in your face.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, scumbag Scarlett, damn you!" But yeah, everyone in Lion's Arch was like exploding left and right, and I was like, "What's going on?" Until I double-clicked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get you get one per character too.
Yeah.
But
Oh, really?
unfortunately, you can't. I don't think you can trade them. I think they're soul bound, so you can't just have a stack of Scarlet gifts.
Yeah.
I think it's soul bound to that character.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I guess
They had anything-
I've only played the Super Adventure Box with one character then.
I guess so, huh? Did they add anything else? I don't think there
They did
was.
put out some new Super Adventure Box minis, which are awesome.
Oh, the banana and all that. Yeah.
The
Oh my
banana's
God.
hilarious. The bear, I forget. I think it's just a polar bear. And I forget what the third one was, but yeah, they're awesome.
Isn't it a
The
raccoon?
banana does the peanut butter jelly time dance.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. I think that was like the first funny thing I found online.
Oh yeah.
That was a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Mhm.
Back in my days when
That
peanut
was
butter
back in the
jelly
dial-up
time.
day.
Wow.
They. Oh, did you guys? Well, none of you guys. I mean, we don't have legendaries, but did you see? What do you guys think of the updated legendary effects? Have you
Nope.
taken a look at any of those?
Do you leak
the-
more?
Yeah, the only one I've heard of was from Nick. He has Juggernaut, and he said that the footsteps were bigger on it, and they were kind of shinier than they were beforehand. I haven't seen them to notice a difference, to be honest. But
Don't know.
As a fan of the Dreamer, they did change the footprints for the Dreamer. Instead of just little rainbow puddles, which I kind of like those better, to be honest with you. I thought they were cool, little rainbow puddles. Instead of that, now it's rainbow horseshoes like footprints, which I guess makes sense. Which I do kind of like that though.
That's kind of cool.
The Bifrost, I do like what they changed with the Bifrost. Instead of it's it's a rainbowy and it has the rainbowy footprints, but instead of like if you're an elementalist throwing a fireball, it's a rainbow fireball.
Really?
Yeah, all your
What?
projectiles are rainbow now.
The Bifrost
Wow.
is rainbow.
Yeah, you didn't notice
That's super cool.
that? It always was.
Oh.
It was kind of a subtle effect on it.
Yeah, it was like a prismatic all around it, and it kind of still has that, and it had the footprints, but they were very faint. But now,
That's
instead
what
of
I
just
never
having
noticed.
that, whenever you throw, like, if you do any projectiles with it, the projectiles are rainbow.
That's really
Of
cool.
course, they had to add more rainbows, didn't they?
We're
Mike,
very
Now I
happy
don't
rainbow
want
weekend.
any legendaries.
That is one thing that I know a lot of people, well, people I've talked to anyway, have said that hopefully the next batch of legendaries are kind of more serious and fit into the world a little better.
Huh.
Because like the mace, for instance, that disco ball just doesn't fit at all. Anyway, yeah.
Bummer.
trying to think of any. Eternity got a pretty needed update, I think. The hilt or the pommel of Eternity, like at the end of the handle, glows now. Has like a glowing effect, and it has its own special footprints that are kind of a combination of Twilight and Sunrise. So it's like kind of a mixture of both dark night sky and bright sunny day. So I think that was needed, because if you took the time to craft both legendaries and then craft them together to make the sword, you
Yeah.
deserve something extra. Like,
I agree.
but that was pretty much, I think, all that got me. Meteorologicus, the scepter, which pretty much didn't have any particle effects at all, now leaves kind of like a lightning-ish trail on the ground, and it has a daytime effect and a nighttime effect on the actual clouds in
Oh,
the scepter.
cool.
That's
So
pretty
that's
cool.
pretty neat.
That is still probably my favorite legendary, and I don't have any characters that can use it, so I've never really considered crafting it.
You need a new
But-
level 80.
If rangers can ever use scepters, I'm totally on it.
That reminds me. Thank you for reminding me about Matt Visual's interview with Colin Johansson. If you go to Matt Visual's page, we'll link it as well. But
I didn't see
he
that.
did an interview. It's about a half an hour interview with Colin Johansson. He asked mostly fan questions. He got a lot of useful information out of Colin Johansson. One of my favorite parts, though, is about 4 times during the interview, he's just like, "So, Cantha." And Colin Johansson's like, and then the video cuts. And then at like the end, he's like, "Lona." But he does get him to talk a lot about, he talks about player housing, he talks about capes, which capes are a thing that a lot of people in ArenaNet are working on in their spare time. It's not obviously top of the priority, but they said capes and like guild capes and things like that are everything. Everybody liked them in Guild Wars 1.
Mhm.
Everybody working there, and they want to bring it back. But the mechanics are different because now you have jumping
Yeah.
mechanics for that. You have 5 different races of differing heights to alter the clipping. And I mean, as we all know, Char had the worst clipping of anything with their tail as it is.
Yeah, and we have
So-
backpacks and back pieces and.
Well, I think this would be a back piece. Your back piece would be a cape as
Oh,
opposed to a
right,
shield
that makes
piece.
sense.
But that's my thought. But they said that it's like because of their love of the game, there are several ArenaNet employees that are when they're not working and they have off time. This is what they're doing with their off time
Wow.
to
Okay.
work on capes to try to get them in the game.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So that was pretty cool. I definitely recommend everybody watch it. He's a funny guy. His hair is, I don't know what was up with his hair in that video. He looks ridiculous.
He does that show with wooden potatoes, and they
The
call
visual
it
wood.
the visual wood. Yeah.
Just to point out that it's basically the Chronicles of Tyria podcast. But they just talk about
They're
stuff that happened.
loud. Especially
We've
that
been
they already have the fan base.
I know. Well, we've been around for longer doing the same thing.
And
but
people
they
are
just
going to
have-
come see our shows and be like, "Pfft, you guys are just like Matt Vigil and Wooden Potatoes." And be like,
I know.
okay.
But
Oh well.
he did get him to say that they're not really looking into more than 5-man instance dungeons. That's really not going to happen. The mechanic's not there. He did mention that's where a lot of people heard the buzz about new professions, and it's actually a lot of really interesting stuff regarding next year and living story versus traditional expansions.
Mm.
And ArenaNet's not sure how they want to go about it. They're going to continue with the living story, but will they actually introduce a traditional expansion? They don't know yet.
Mm.
Will new land masses and new professions, will that be a traditional expansion, a boxed expansion? Will that be living story? And he said, I don't think you're going to see them all in one. Like, you're not going to get a new profession or a new race and a new zone probably altogether, but they're not sure.
Mm.
He definitely said new weapons definitely going to happen. New weapons are definitely going to happen before a new profession happens. And before new weapons happen, existing weapons on other characters are probably going to happen. And he said, and I agree with this, if a ranger gets a rifle, say, now your ranger cares about legendary rifles. They care about exotic drop rifles. They care about rifle drops, period. Whether they want to try it out, unlock those skills. And that's true. Because, use a rifle as an example, for instance. It's only usable by 2 classes. If you're not one of those 2 classes, you have no desire to hold a rifle at all.
Yep.
But if 2 other classes get it, and that's one of the ones that's your main, well, then maybe now you want to get the Predator, and you want to go for that legendary rifle. That's my problem. I really like the Dreamer, but I don't like it on Thief, because it got nerfed, and I don't like it on Ranger, because it got nerfed. Now, if you throw short bow on another character, maybe like a Mesmer, so it would fit thematically, or God forbid, give my Guardian an actual ranged weapon, for real, then I'd lose my shit. Like, you don't even know. I'd be farming like crazy to get that. He did say that, in case you guys didn't know, Colin Johansson's main is an engineer. That poor man. And he said he promised somebody, I think from MMORPG or something, that engineers will be getting a melee weapon at some point. It's gonna happen.
Nice.
It's about time.
At some point. Whether or not when that is, I don't know.
That's cool.
But yeah, there was a lot of, like I said, a lot of useful information about, the game. And funny enough, how they said they always plan on having exotics, or ascended in the game from the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
He flat out tells you that no, they didn't. They planned on exotic being the
Really?
highest tier. But they didn't think about how easy it was to get exotics.
Mm-hmm.
Because they wanted exotic, because their whole thing was they don't want gear that's going to prevent you from having fun, is what they said. They want you to be able to get your gear relatively easily so you can go out and have fun and do all the things in the game that you're meant to do but not be like, I can't go do this because I don't have the right gear.
Right.
But they underestimated how easy it was to get exotic gear.
Mm.
Well, see, I feel like, and I know we've talked about this before, but I feel like at least the way that I understood it when it first came out was, it was going to be really easy to get the exotic stuff. Not really easy, but fairly simple. But then there would be a bunch of difficult skins to get, and so the end game would be more about getting cool looking stuff instead of worrying about stats on stuff. And I feel like I must have. It was probably me just being wrong on interpreting how they said it, but I wish they would have gone that route.
No, because I remember that too. But I feel like they did say that, and I kind of get what they're saying. Did you ever use rare gear? Yellow gear? Outside of maybe before you had exotics, that first time, maybe, even if you did that. If you crafted it all, I bet you didn't use rare gear.
Tier 3.
Well, yeah, but you then transmuted that to exotic gear.
No, I didn't.
But you know what I mean? Like, that whole tier of gear is useless.
Mm.
I mean, blues and more I would say greens serve their purpose, especially once you've been in the game for a while. Now, when you're leveling it all, I don't know about you guys, but every 5 to 10 levels, I go buy a whole new set of green gear for my alts till I get them to 80 when I buy them exotic gear.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if you think about their original model, rare gear would have been what you used as you were slowly getting your exotic gear, which you would have been able to get relatively easy, but not as easy as it turned out to be.
Mm.
Which is kind of the way it is now with exotics and ascended. And that's why he said they're kind of rolling it out slow, because they don't want to just dump all the ascended gear on people. And he said, we will be getting new legendary gear, he confirmed, this year, but not armor. So that means trinkets, back pieces, rings. Only one, though. So we'll either get rings, we'll get an amulet, we'll get trinkets, we'll get a back piece. And Matt Visual asked, will there be some sort of effect tied to those? And Colin Johansson said, absolutely. Why would you grind a legendary ring if it didn't do anything? It has to be worth it. Other than the fact that it will have absolute changeable stats on the fly, like the legendaries have. Which, that's almost worth it to me.
I can kind of see that. Like, I kind of stick with the same setup once I get it down. So, like, personally, that's not a big draw, but I can definitely see why it would be for people, because there are some classes that are kind of more open to switching out on the fly than I think others. But if they're gonna have effects, that would be awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sure they would. And he said part of the reasons that they added in the changeable stats to the legendaries is the ability to draw people more into it outside of just the aesthetics. Because that is almost enough to make me want to get one. But when it's only one piece of my gear, I'm not that into it. If it was a full set of armor, all my trinkets, and my weapons, I could change whatever stats I wanted on the fly. Like, oh, we're going to do this one. You need a Zerker build, to get through it quick. Click, 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 click. Now I have a Zerker build.
Yeah, the aesthetic thing personally is the big draw, because if I'm going to spend that much time getting something, I have to like how it looks, or else it's just pointless. Like that was my big thing with Kudzu, is that I really like how the bow looks, but the little footsteps I don't. And so it's like a small thing, but if I'm spending that much time and money, like, I want to be in love with that weapon. And I'm just not with any of the current legendaries, except Meteorologicus, which I can't use. So.
Can we switch to the fun part of the show before we wrap it up, because it's going on and we're gonna miss space on our hosting?
Well, we delayed the lorecast for a week.
What?
We didn't do a lorecast this week.
Yeah, I know, but then there's gonna be another one, and
that means there'll be one. Means there'll be one less for this month.
Okay.
Anyway, fine. El Carlinus' space is all around us, Naveen.
It's true.
Not my space. It's pretty costly.
Whatever. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to do a giveaway live to anybody that's stuck around. We're going to, just so you guys know,
Which is, holy cow, a lot of people.
yeah, I slowed down the chat, guys, because I'm hacked into Chronicles of Tyria's chat. So what's going to happen is we're going to ask you some questions, and the first person who answers correctly with the correct spelling will be the one who wins. Now, the slowdown means when you enter in something, you cannot type in another answer for 5 seconds. So, if you type it incorrectly and somebody else, you have to wait 5 seconds to re-enter. So,
You want to do a
What
test
else-
drive?
yeah, we could do a test.
Okay.
I don't know, what should the test be? Ask a test question.
Who's the coolest character in game? Quaggin, Ritlock.
Quaggin isn't a character, so no.
Not
No.
Logan. Oh, you fail. Yay,
Oh,
Christina
Christina.
wins. Logan Thackeray.
Christina. There's no sucking up here. Come on now.
That
Will
listen,
Champ
my
can-
question, my answer. It was just a test, anyways.
Alright. Oh, you guys. Some self-centered people here.
Poobadoo.
Alright.
Lag? Oh, he's just sucking up. Citrus robot.
I see you. You. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everybody, we're going to let it sit now. We're going to give everybody a few seconds to let their chat reset. We're going to ask the real question. The winner... Okay, well, Zombie might lock himself out by that. Oh, I got to move because I'm going to get kicked for inactivity. The first item that I will be giving away, and PM me in-game after this so that I actually know who it is so I can send it to the right person. First thing I'll be giving away is a Quaggin Killer Whale backpack. Because I have extra. So,
Which is the coolest backpack?
first question. Whose minions invaded the plains of Ashford during the second beta weekend?
Scarlet? Beta weekend?
Joel, you're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired. Kralkatork, says
Well.
Jalinar.
Let's check the spelling.
2R, 1K, the Shatterer, Zythan, I have no idea, Dredge, I have no idea, I have no clue I missed that weekend. That one guy says Scrappy 365.
Technically not a guy, so no.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Jal because it was Kralkatork's minions.
Woo!
So the
Congratulations.
branded, and now Jal's eliminated. He can't win again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember during the second beta weekend, there were all the branded that attacked.
Herpes.
Yeah.
Not herpes, harpies. Gosh. Get your
All right.
spelling right.
Jal gets the Quaggin Killer backpack.
Yay, congrats,
I
Jal.
didn't tell anybody that you'd get eliminated because now he doesn't know. All
Yeah, but
A
then
move.
Jal would win everything, so that would be unfair.
right, guys. Second question. You better slow yourself up so you don't miss out. Which profession? Oh, let me rephrase that. You're going to be winning the Cheetah Char backpack. I have one of those as well.
Jal, don't mess it up.
Yeah, don't mess it up,
He
Jal.
wants to spam all the answers. Don't listen to him. Don't be a
could-
party pooper, Jal.
We could put him in timeout. We could do that. That's a thing. See the clock symbol next to his name?
Yeah.
We could put him in timeout.
We're gonna put you in timeout, Jal.
Which, on April 27th, 2010, the very first profession to be unveiled for Guild Wars 2 was revealed. What was it?
What was the profession? Doop doo doo doop doop doo 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 doop 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 doo doo. Someone says mesmer. Someone says elementalist. Jal says I know.
It was not the I know.
Warrior says it's Scrappy365.
Warrior.
Warrior?
Wrong.
Warrior?
Joel had it right. Elementalist.
Joel had it right.
Joel, you'll get the Cheetah Char backpack skin.
Again, no idea. Sniffle, says Christina. Oh.
And Joel, you are eliminated.
Get out of here.
You're fired.
Let's see.
Oh wait, I gotta put my hair in like a back, a comb over.
There you go.
Something like
Start
that.
calling you Naveen Trump. Wow, that looks creepy.
Oh my God! That's right. Somebody take a picture and Naveen, make a stern face and point your finger. Somebody make a "you're fired" meme out of that.
But wait, I gotta fix my hair. Wait, there you go. There.
Wow.
I'll even help you guys. There you go. Screen grab that shit.
Awesome. I hope somebody makes the "you're fired" out of that. All right, I have some other stuff I want to give away, but those are my two big questions that were a little bit tricky.
You can ask the easy one.
I don't want to give this away for an easy question. Let's go with another hard question. Jeez, I had one and I just lost it. You guys come up with a question.
I don't know.
You guys are the worst.
Okay.
You have the question list.
Who is the coolest character in game? What?
I mean,
Okay. Who was the first dragon to awaken? Boop 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 beep beep boop beep boop beep beep boop beep. Oh, Citrus Robot says Primortas. Boop peepee potato. Dormag crystal guy. Potato with wings. Boop beep beep boop beep. Still waiting. Spelling for the win. Primordius. Ooh, it's very close spelling. Boop beep beep boop beep boop boop beep beep. That one girl. Oh my goodness. Primordus. Says Alicardalina. Primordus. Is that how you type it? Yeah, it is. Yay, Alicardalina one.
Oh, Citrus is so close.
Citrus. Sorry. It wasn't Primortas.
So, Alicardalina, what am I giving? What am I clearing out of my box to give to you? I'm checking. Don't be pushy. This is free. You just back off.
What did I win?
You win.
Karaman in chat room says, I'm going to have to reread everything lore-based to keep up with you guys. No, you don't have to read. You just have to listen to the lore casts.
Claire, you win a Tiger Char backpack skin.
What? Tiger Char. Where? Oh, she's crying. So I was just wondering. I was so excited.
Alright, guys. I got a really good question for you. This is going to be a pretty hard one. For this one, sorry everybody that's been eliminated already, because I didn't tell you what the prizes were going to be, but that's what it is. This one, white die. One white die going to whoever wins this.
Not celestial.
No,
white.
What profession was announced on the German version of Guild Wars 2 for April Fools before the Guild Wars 2 launch?
Oh my god. Boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep,
The German version.
Boop, beep, beep, boop, beep. No, it's not Mesmer. Beep, boop, beep. Someone says, Commando Jaxos 3.
Is wrong because that was announced on the American, not the German.
Oh.
Oh, we're adding some beats into it. Wob,
That's
wob,
like
wob, wob,
the
wobs.
dubstep. Or...
Yeah. Shoot, they talked about this at the Guild Wars 2 meetup. No, says Christina. Well, I don't know, lol. Really? You can do it. Boop, beep, beep, boop, beep. Someone use Google. Come on, because I can't sing all night like that. Beep, boop, beep. Oh my god. It's kind of difficult. Boop, beep, beep, boop.
Nobody yet, guys.
It's not that bad, XD. Goose Stepper.
No.
No.
No. Definitely not.
Let's play Don't Offend People.
I don't even know
That's
what
a
it
fun
is,
game.
or else I wouldn't have said it. Do Brewfest? Do dee dee do dee. Crap is not a profession. Do dee dee do dee do do dee dee do. Hi, says Wool Girl. No, it's not a profession either. Boop. The
Citrus
Alchemist.
Robot. The
Alright.
Alchemist.
There you go.
Citrus.
Yes, there were actually several fake professions. Commando was released by ArenaNet. The Shadowmancer was eventually announced. I think that was set out by Guild Wars 2 Guru. Because they were fan-submitted April Fools, and the German fan-submitted one was the Alchemist from War Tower. So, if you guys remember, War Tower is a pretty good lore site. They actually do a lot of interviews with the devs.
I
So I would definitely
know.
recommend. The intro is in German. The
Yeah.
actual thing, the actual. Wow,
To me,
my
it's
brain.
the
The actual
actual
podcast
interview.
is in English, but the
Yeah.
beginning is in German.
To me, it sounds like Water.
Yes,
Reed
that's what it
Soulsby for the Guild Wars
Wow,
2.
I didn't know you knew German. That's
That
impressive.
you didn't know in Germany that's where they make the maternity tanks.
Panzer maternity tanks.
Wow. Wow.
Woo! Okay.
All right.
Do you have anything to give away for an easy question? Because I have an easy question.
Let me see. What do I have to give away for an easy question?
Like your mom. What?
Yeah, I have something I could give away for an easy question.
Okay, so
A
here comes the easy question.
Tiki Totem Shield skin from the Lost Shores.
Nice. All right.
Dang.
What minigame was introduced during Beta Weekend 3?
Doop doo doop doop doo 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 doop doo 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 doop. My Sharona. Doo 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 doo.
I was waiting for that.
Doo 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 doo.
Copyright infringement.
Potato Brawl, says Jalinar. Keg Brawl, says Mrs. Lagwyn.
My wife?
Yeah.
She's actually right, too.
Treasure map? She is?
My wife wins? My wife doesn't even play Guild Wars.
But she
at
played the
all.
beta, though, didn't she?
She played for 5 seconds.
And we have proof it's not rigged. Lagwyn is downstairs, his wife is upstairs, and he wasn't typing or anything. She really knows the answer.
I can't believe my wife just won that.
Good job,
Oh,
Mrs.
gosh.
Lagwyn. Good job, Claire. That was
I-
awesome.
I can't. Alright, well, Claire, after this I'm going to send you a Tiki Totem Shield skin. She broke the podcast. I don't
She
even
broke the
know how to.
podcast.
I didn't even know she was watching.
That's fair.
That's funny.
Alright, what else do I have that I can give away? I got one. I got one more for a slightly difficult question, depending on what you guys. I sent it. Don't you start playing around saying I sent you the link, trying to make me seem like a jerk.
Oh, Lagwyn the jerk.
That hot Tiki Totem skin.
Yeah, super.
What is
It's
jumping on it?
actually, if you got, does anybody have another easy question? I'll give away a Consortium Clipper Focus skin.
Sure I can ask a really easy question.
Well, I mean, not too easy.
Not too easy.
I have the Consortium Clipper Focus skins, the ones that you got from Lost Shores, the ship in a bottle.
Which is one of the coolest skins ever in the game.
I have one. I'll be willing to give that away. I actually have 4, but I'll give away 1.
Mrs. Lagwyn says to the podcast, she said
No,
the
I kinda
Keg
feel like
Brawl is
I-
the only mini game I know. So
It's true.
I guess she had
Because
a very good
it's like rugby, and she was a rugby player, so.
Oh, dang. Do
So
not
she's
mess
just
with Mrs. Lagywn.
Yeah.
Tackle your ass down. Break your bones. Ugh.
Naveen, you got a somewhat easy question, but not too easy.
What was the release date of Guild Wars 2? Release date, not head start. Boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep,
Sure.
boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, boop, beep, dan, 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 we're experienced the lag in the chat room. People learn it August 28th, 2012, says Jexos.
Jexus already won, I think, so he can't win again.
Did he?
Yes.
39th of
didn't he?
April.
No, Jexos didn't win.
No,
Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Jex, you win.
Bromms
So
is
you
win.
jealous of
focus in.
Jex.
All right.
He's like, I haven't won.
So last we
He
got.
was probably furiously typing that, but can't because he's timed out 5 seconds. No!
Nice.
All right, I got one more question. I'm gonna give away a pink Quaggin backpack skin.
Ooh.
That's the last one. Right? You guys okay with that? Pink Quaggin backpack skin.
They don't have a choice.
I suppose.
All right, last one. Unless you guys over there have anything you want to give away.
I don't have anything. I have too much stuff, but it's account bound. So
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff in the guild stash thing that you and I only can access for giveaways.
Bromms can get it added too, but
Because Bromms is so cool, he can hacks us.
Yeah, yo.
all right. So, one more, guys. Just need one more.
Okay.
Somewhat difficult. What do you think?
Okay.
No, I mean like per question.
Oh, I thought you had.
Okay, here's one. To commemorate the release of Guild Wars 2, ArenaNet put a special limited time event in Guild Wars 1 towards the end of the game. What is the full name of this limited time event? They also brought it back for this year's anniversary. What is it? Winner gets a pink Quaggin backpack skin.
I have a feeling I'm going to sing along. And people on the podcast, downloading the show, they can fast forward 2 minutes. Someone says Super Adventure Box? No. Well, crap. No. Dreaming
I like
Potato.
Dreaming potato.
I can't answer. Lol.
Bacon halia.
Bacon.
Well, that's at Denny's. That's the best.
That sounds like a delicious event.
Tour bus of Tyria. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
These are all like super cool band names.
That's
Seriously.
also spells out, if you take the first letters, it says Pudor. Pudor. Hodor.
Is that like, yeah.
Odor.
In game. Pudor. No one knows, lag. No one knows.
I guess not. Well, I guess I get to keep my pink Quaggin backpack skin.
Naveen, it's a song. Pudor. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbow. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbow. Pudor. Ouch! Oh, bellyache. Nice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take this slow off the chat now. So I guess we're gonna kind of end this because nobody seems to know what the name of that event is.
Shame on you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
And you win a Halloween card sent by me.
Oh.
Who's the coolest host on CoTPodcast? I'm kidding. Because I'm trolling. Because everyone gets Bromms. You're right, Joel. You're gonna get a card. Oh, Nav Brom win.
Bromwin.
Nav
Whoa.
Brom win. Oh dang, Christina.
Christina wins.
Memory burn. Nav Brom win.
Christina, you live in New York. I'm gonna send you a Halloween card.
Oh, excuse me. I don't want to pay 5 cents more to send something to Canada.
Well, I mean, I don't want to put you out 5 cents. That'd be mean.
It's expensive to send stuff to Canada. It's like all the way up there somewhere.
You do have to pay the beavers to send me the card, right? You didn't know that?
They get lost sometimes.
Joel got the picture.
What picture? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
I didn't even notice I even have the grumpy cat face on.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Grumpy Trump.
You're
I
fired.
feel like I'm in school getting scolded for something. Stop drawing and pay attention!
Nice. Nice.
Guys, it was fun. Thanks for helping me clean out my bank. If we don't get those additional, bank tab spaces, then we'll probably be doing this again as my bank starts to fill up.
That's fun.
So,
I like that.
I will. I actually have everybody. Everybody that won is actually a member of our guild, so I have all of your information. So I will send them to you.
Do we have a question of the week?
That would be actually, kind of. I thought this is kind of a thing that I thought of. I realized it's kind of late in the show to bring up a new idea, but I'll bring it up again next time. I was curious. I don't know. This isn't really a question of the week. We'll see.
My stepdad just went.
Lost some maternity tank. But I was wondering if people would be interested in a completely user-suggested. We don't really do PvP that much, but I thought it would be kind of fun if users were to suggest. I guess it would probably start out as a one-on-one. Suggest a profession and a build to use for PvP and how to use it, and then two of us will do. We probably won't. Maybe we'll stream it. Maybe we'll just video. Tape it. And us use whatever kind of craziness you come up with, and we just fight it out. And we pick people, and we just try it out and see how it works. If people would be interested in that,
Interesting.
I saw the wooden potatoes thing, Jex, where they kind of rolled they rolled to come up with random stats.
Sorry.
It's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm just people suggest entirely user suggested builds. And then we'll battle it out, and you tell us, what the plan is and how you're envisioned it being played, and we'll just kind of beat each other up and see what happens.
Mm.
I like it.
I mean, if we could get enough people together, then maybe we could do a 5v5 of whatever the builds you have set up, and you could do teams. But let's start with 1v1s, because, it's hard to get that many people together and organized. But if we can do a 5v5 or a 1v1 rather, we could eventually get to 5v5 or 8v8, depending on how it goes. So it's just a thought. Figure I'd float that out there to everybody. I'll bring it up again earlier in the show next week, just see what happens.
It's cool. It's cool.
But yeah, submit us the suggestions and things at hosts@chroniclesoteria.com. We have a custom arena that I, keep adding time to, even though nobody uses it. So we can 1v1. It won't be a big deal. So yeah.
Woot.
Question of the week, though.
Whoa.
We don't really need to do one per se because we gave away a whole bunch of stuff. I feel like that absolves us from question of the week.
Okay.
That's true. Well, then I want to issue a challenge.
Whoa.
So for Super Adventure Box this time, when you go to the third world, there is an NPC there that has a secret, and you have to use this secret to go somewhere else to find. There's a cutscene. That NPC has a code that he gives out, and in the cutscene there's a food that is mentioned. So if you can send what that code references and the food that it references in the cutscene, the first person that can do that, I will send you a box of the new Super Adventure Box minis.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang,
Very nice.
Bromms.
All right. Challenge issued.
Challenge unlocked.
Wagging of the pencil. Yes.
All right. So, guys, I think that's going to do it for us today. It went a little longer than expected, but we had fun.
That's cool. Oh, I do want to
Okay.
say that Brand09 in the chat room said, "Love the podcast, guys. Love the podcast, guys." Just shouting out.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out and checking us out. We appreciate
Yes,
it.
yes.
I love
We
you,
love having
random
viewers in
citizen.
here.
Huh? That's
So, anyway,
Moving on.
for episode 61 of the Chronicles of Tyria podcast, I'm lagywn,
I'm Bromms.
And I'm Naveen in the house.
and we'll see you next time.
Do the headbanging stuff.